Genesis has hit the ground running in Australia, and this is their latest release, the GV70 SUV, and on paper at least it's got something for everybody. There's 3 engines available, there's all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, there's 2 options packages and pricing from the mid $60,000 range. We keep saying it every time we drive a Genesis, they are impressive products. Let's take a closer look at it now. There are 4 models of Genesis GV70 available with 2 different options packages. The range starts with the 2.5 litre T from $66,400, then steps up to the 2.5 litre T all-wheel drive from $68,800, the 2.2 litre diesel for $71,800, and the range topper, the 3.5 litre T Sport for $83,400 before on-road costs. The 2 options packages can be added across the range and range in pricing from $4,500 up to $13,000 depending on how you combine them and with which model. Step up to the luxury package priced from $11,000 on 4-cylinder variants or $6,600 on the 3.5 litre T, and the GV70 gains quilted Nappa leather with a suede headlining and pillars, 3D effect backlit trim, a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster with 3D function, a head-up display, and a 1050-watt 16-speaker Lexicon by Harman sound system. At launch, we spent most of our time test driving the 3.5 litre turbo all-wheel drive Sport model. It makes 279 kilowatts at 5,800 RPM and 530 newton meters between 1,300 and 4,500 RPM. It recommends 95 RON premium unleaded petrol, but will run on E10, and it works through an electronically controlled 8-speed automatic transmission. There's no doubt whatsoever that the GV70 drive experience is premium. We've said this before, and it's no surprise that Genesis product is particularly good and it's particularly well put together, but I think it's worth making the point that it's starting to approach European levels of refinement. Now, premium is a really difficult thing to articulate because what I define as premium might be different to what you define as premium and vice versa. And what we think is premium could be completely different. However, if you're judging a car based on the cabin experience and the refinement and the insulation, I think Genesis product is starting to approach European level of refinement. Now, not saying it's right there yet, but I'm saying it's getting there, and I think if you covered up the badge and took the badge out of it and the badge snobbery out of it, this is a very impressive cabin. It's comfortable, the leather seats are beautifully trimmed, the stitching, the detail work, the fit, the finish, and then of course the insulation. There's almost no road noise, almost no wind noise, and that makes this a really practical option for those of you that do longer road trips or head out into the country. Beyond the cabin execution, which includes things like the massive screens, and they're really easy to control. The way you interact with the infotainment couldn't be any easier. Beyond all of that, there's the drivetrain. So obviously petrol and diesel, all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. And the best part about the GV70 is it doesn't really matter which of the engines you select. They're all good things to drive. They all work well, either around town or out on the open road. And I think when you go for the most, in inverted commas, affordable option, it doesn't feel like it's cheap. You don't feel like you're missing out on anything. So the resounding message for me with the GV70 is that it feels like a premium driving experience. It's pretty enjoyable as well. And I said it while I was driving, but I think the GV70 really is a premium experience. The drivetrains offer something for everybody. You can choose rear-wheel drive if you want, you can choose all-wheel drive, but I think there's an important point to make as well, and that is that you feel like you're losing absolutely nothing with what is the entry-level vehicle. It still feels premium, it's still a good thing to drive, and it feels like really good value for money. Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit like if you've enjoyed the video, click on subscribe so you stay up to date, and the full review will be at drive.com.au.